Thanks.
the one word that you kept saying, which I kind of latched onto a little bit, was you were talking a lot about really about the human side and the diversity and where people were from and that sort of thing. And I know one of the big topics that keeps coming up for us, and one of the things that people keep talking about, is this human-centered leadership and how to meet people where they are and how do we lead in this space. And I mean, with all of that experience and all of those different sectors, how do you meet people where they are? And I mean, how do you find that that's really impacting the way that leaders are showing up at the moment?
I think we must start to understand where we are in the world. There are so many factors that has changed our experience at work. If you think about where we used to be in a bricks and mortar, corporate office or in a store or in a hospital, but now we could be working very collaboratively in different spaces virtually. So there's hybrid work post-COVID. There's been so many impacts about how we work post-COVID. There's been the fourth industrial revolution and the kind of the continuous evolving tech experience and having to learn and relearn and change consistently. So if you think about all of these factors impacting our world, leadership has changed dramatically. But
Yeah.
more importantly, the fluidity of human life integration because of remote and hybrid working experiences. So you're not dealing with employees at work anymore and the work experience. You're dealing with employees as humans in the human life experience. And I think that's what's shifted tremendously. You've got to start thinking about them in all spheres of their life. And that's purely because of the fluidity of our lives now. We're working from home, we work from the office, we could be working remotely fully, we could be working from a different country. So how am I integrating with where my employees are at and my teams are? And how do I engage them differently? How do I understand the uniqueness of their needs and experiences today? And that's partly what human leadership is about. One, it's about being able to firstly be authentic in
Yeah.
your leadership. So be authentic about yourself, your own experiences, your sense of purpose, your true self-expression at work. Take off those masks and really show up with authenticity about who you are and your values and what drives you and what builds you up. And employees will be able to see you as that human. Firstly, that gives you the accessibility.
Yeah.
The second thing for me is empathy, showing real, genuine care and concern and respect for others, understanding where their needs are and really playing to that, and then having the right tools to support them. And not just understanding, but, really being able to solution with them on how you can engage from in that employee experience. And then lastly, I think it's adaptability. Uh, how are we able to adapt to where the individuals are at, where the team's at, and what they need? So it's not about saying, here's the policy, and here's the benefits, and here's the services, and great, we've done a great job for you, like EAP programs. No, it's about saying, what are the unique needs of my team, and how do I customize whatever experiences, services,
Mm.
benefits that I have for my team, and what's the flexibility within that? So it's boundaryless right now. And remember, policies are a guideline now. So how do we work within that? And that talks a lot to flexibility in the workplace and how do leaders embrace that. And it's not an easy experience,
No.
because I think they've done a survey recently, Gartner, and they said 29% of leaders are only have that human leadership kind of role that actually play out in the workplace. And they surveyed a number, I think about 200 companies with HR leaders who actually were surveyed and said 29% only actually had that humanistic approach in the workplace. So that tells you that we've got a lot of work to do to build in the space.
No, I mean, that's not even a pass rate.